Really, you're the best friend I've ever had.
Well, yeah, you're mine too. It feels kind of weird saying that. Like we weren't supposed to acknowledge it or something. But I'm glad. It's really nice having you as a friend, Yuri.
Alright, enough of this. It's starting to get weird. I'm not used to you being so sincerely nice for so long. You need to make some snarky comment to restore the balance.
Well, I would, but I need to return to my golden throne. My adoring fans require my presence. How was that? To be honest, I kinda wanted to hear your long, boring speech about the ocean.
You know, you've said a lot of nice things to me, but nothing made me more excited or made my heart beat faster than you saying you wanted to hear my long, boring speech.
I fucking love your long, boring speeches, even when they're really long and boring. You just get so into it. I just love how excited you get. It's really infectious.
I see, but then your enthusiasm is just as infectious sometimes. It certainly was that day. I felt bolder.
Is that why?
Natsuki is looking at the vending machine.
You're still not going hungry, are you?
No, we're okay.
You're sure? I can definitely get you something if you're hungry. I'll worry about you.
Really, I'm fine. Just unhealthy sweet stuff cravings like anyone else has. I definitely don't need it. I ate well today.
Tell me if you change your mind at all.
I will.
Is everything else going well with your family at home?
As well as it ever goes. My dad is depressed and burnt out a lot of the time, but he's bringing in money for us to live on, and he holds it together when I'm around. I know he cries a lot when I'm not there, though. So, like, it's fine, but at the same time, it's not fine, you know?
I understand. Do you need a break?
A break?
Yes, from the bleak home situation for a little while. My family is eccentric, but I wouldn't call them negative. If you would like, I'm sure they'd like to have you over for dinner. It might cheer you up a little.
Wait, they know who I am? Or would you just be asking to have a random school friend over?
Of course they know who you are. It's difficult to escape them, and their constant questions about my school day. The Ledger Club comes up a lot. I'm sure they'd be delighted to meet you. Don't your family not know about the Literature Club?
Well, my dad knows I go to a club after school, but only my sister knows anything about all of you. She's the one I will tell important stuff to.
I see.
Oh, I forgot to answer your invitation. Yeah, sure, I'll come over. It sounds fun.
Shall I arrange for someone from my family to pick you up from school?
No, that's not necessary. I'll just take the bus after school like usual.
Great, it's a date. See you then.
Yeah, looking forward to it. You want to ride today, Natsuki?
Natsuki is busily texting and doesn't seem to hear.
About to leave club. Give me a sec.
Alright, I'm walking with Saga and MC. I'll see you whenever you arrive.
Cool. Might take a little bit depending on when the bus gets here. Natsuki, you want to ride? Oh, nah, but thanks, Monica. I'll just take the bus today. You sure? It's really no trouble. It's fine, Monica. I'm not worried about bothering you. I just need a little decompression time today. Say no more. Honestly, I mostly just wanted to distract myself from work I need to do anyway. So probably for the best that I get started on that. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Looking forward to it.
Oh, it's so nice to have one of Yuri's friends over. Kids usually a real loner.
Oh wait, who said that? Was it Dad? It was Uncle. Okay, I should probably pay attention to the tabs when there's no one I'm familiar with.
Oh, hush, you're embarrassing her. It is nothing I have not previously encountered.
Look, she talks like that.
Honestly.
She talks like that at school, too. Some people don't like it, but I think it's pretty neat. She's really smart.
Who the hell is Shobu? Sister? Isn't that like her younger sister or younger brother or something?
Sister's smart! She sure is, buddy.
She is smart. It's just that usually other kids find that so very off-putting. She just talks and talks and talks and...
No, you're embarrassing her.
So, I take it that you're Yuri's uncle because you're her mom's brother.
Quite right. They've been like this with each other since they were siblings.
Got it.
But anyway, we were just delighted that she's having friends over. Or one friend over, at least.
Well, I'm really glad to be here and to meet all of you. It's really clear to me why Yuri's such a good person. You guys really raised her right.
Well, thank you. We certainly did our best. You're a very sweet girl, Natsuki. Yuri's very blessed to have you as a friend.
Yeah, you're a solid kid. Wonder how much of a troublemaker you are underneath.
Oh, leave the poor girl alone. She's being so polite to you.
Nah, it's fine. So what's your story, friend? You and your sister had sibling rivalry so intense that you had to keep it going in person as adults?
Yeah, I could put it that way. No, I went through a divorce a few years back. Gosh, it's almost been 5 years now. The family let me stay here for a little while until things got sorted. But being around the family was really nice and we got along very well, so I stayed. Plus, better they pay rent to my family than to some faceless property company.
And for a lot less rent, too.
That part definitely matters.
Well, it sounds like a cool arrangement. It's gotta be nice to live with a bunch of people you love.
It is. Guys my age always want to raise kids, but I never had them. But hanging out with Shobu and Yuri scratches that itch for me. They're really good kids.
And we're glad you're around to help raise them.
Yeah, well, I've got to earn that reduced rent somehow.
Oh, that reminds me, I saw something incredible at the neighbors yesterday.
As Yuri's mom launches into her story, Yuri and Natsuki glance at each other. Yuri sighs and Natsuki suppresses a giggle.
Are you sure you don't want to ride home? We'd be happy to give you one.
No, that's alright, but thank you. It really is far out of the way, and I'll be happy just to have Yuri walk me to the station.
Well, right then. Be careful walking. And Yuri, let us know if you're going to stay out late for any reason. I'm just walking into the bus station. Why would I be out late? Well, just if you change your mind and want to stay out, that's fine. Just tell us. I will. Okay. Have a good night, Natsuki. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
Good night.
Yuri's mom closes the door and Yuri and Natsuki start their walk to the bus station.
I'm surprised at you.
What for?
Well, to be honest, I expected you to be a lot more animated. Gremlin-like, some might say.
Not in front of your family. I don't know them that well yet. I'm only like that with people I know and other people I think might be a threat. And your family's not either of those. Plus, I kinda want your family to like me.
Why's that?
Well, you know, I might see them again, who knows?
I see.
Yeah. Your family is something else.
Yes, they're lively.
Your brother's totes cute, obviously. Your uncle is a little weird, but he seems cool.
That is an accurate summary of his personality.
Your mom talks non-stop.
Yes, she does, about everything and everyone. I think she feels the need to be the driver of the family socializing, which has branched out into being the driver of all socializing anywhere she is present. I assure you, she can be perfectly quiet in many circumstances. But in any vaguely social situation, she turns into a chatterbox. It is something to behold.
Yeah, I see the physical resemblance between you guys, but not much personality-wise.
Both were more alike than you would think, perhaps. She also was enthusiastic about things like properly scented rooms and fancy teas. We have much to talk about when we talk, even if I'm not quite so talkative as her. That aspect I get from my father, perhaps.
He didn't say much.
He rarely says much, or anything, really.
So what? Is he, like, distant from you and the rest of the family?
Heavens, no. He and I are very close. He's my dad. Just because he doesn't say anything much doesn't mean he never communicates at all. And when he does communicate, he's very clear about how he feels about me and everyone else.
Wish my dad would communicate a little less.
Your dad is doing the best he can with a limited parental toolkit in a difficult situation. I know he doesn't always do well. But it's clear that he's trying his hardest for you and for Yuki, even if his best isn't always great.
Yeah, I know. It just gets frustrating sometimes.
I'll bet. Well, here we are.
Yep, bus stop time.
I'm happy to wait for the bus with you if you want.
Oh, sure. Should I invite her over to my place on another day? That would be polite, but I have no idea how Dad would react. Plus, that would seem like another date, which this kinda seems like.
What a wonderful day. Maybe I'll get to see her in a special context like this again soon. Your bus is here.
Oh, yup.
Talk soon, I hope.
For sure, yeah. I'll text you.
I look forward to it.
Yuri walks off.
Dang.
I remember that. I had no idea you were trying so hard to ask me out again.
Well, not ask you out, that's not what I was thinking at the time.
I understand, yes.
But yeah, it was really frustrating. I felt so stupid. I was so upset that night that I couldn't even bring myself to talk about it with...
Not with your dad, surely.
No.
Natsuki is texting again with her contact labeled only as Goral.
So, what's got you down? You're clearly a little off today. Man, I don't know how to put it. Just feel a little empty inside tonight. Couldn't even tell you why. Like, there's nothing that could make me feel alright. It'll just keep feeling weird and anxious no matter what. You know what I mean. Oh yeah, happens to me all the time, babe. Usually late at night, and just everything seems futile. And I don't feel sad, just empty and pointless. Yeah, it's it exactly. Well, don't sweat it. You are a fiery, invincible soul, babe. And we gonna keep you down. You'll feel better in the morning, probably. Already do. Always helps to have someone else to share it with. Now stop talking to your lame sister and go chug kegs or whatever you college kids do. I will chug 4 kegs in your honor. Have a good evening, babe. You too. She's so silly sometimes.
Even though you couldn't get out what was bugging you, it sounded like she still made you feel better about it.
Yeah, that's my sis. She does that for everyone, no matter what their trouble is.
But especially you.
Yeah, especially me. And I do the same for her.
I know. And you do not usually go out of your way to help other people. At least not in a way where they'd know about it.
True.
You know, one of my fondest memories of us is the time you helped me.
Yeah, what was that?
In all seriousness, I'm doing fine. I'm still not coming up with any good ideas for today's poem. Do you maybe want to help me write it later, Natsuki?
You want me to help you with one of your poems? Well.
No, really, I think it'd be really useful. This topic is a really hard one for me. It doesn't fit my style well. I think I could use you to at least bounce some ideas off of. If that would be alright.
Well, hey, sure, if you're going to be so genuine and nice about it. But no short jokes while we work on your poem.
I promise.
Where is she?
Sorry I'm late. Teacher kept us a minute after class.
Yuri puts her bag down.
So, what exactly is it you think I can help with?
Well, I'm having trouble with the topic. I do not know much about basketball.
Well, have you ever been seen it being played?
I've seen people practicing. Like you, for instance. But I think I've only seen an actual game in progress once or twice.
Well, what did you think?
Nothing, really. It didn't seem terribly interesting.
You think everything's interesting when you're writing poetry about it.
I do.
Yeah! If I showed you a glass of lemonade right now and told you to write a poem, you'd be like, the small swirling universes of Saturnus or some bullshit talking about the Pope in it. You can take anything and make it sound fancy. Just, I don't know, do that to basketball.
But what's notable about basketball? A lot of very fascinating things go into making a small piece of lemon pulp.
Yeah, well, a lot of fascinating things go into making a basketball shot too, then. Like the spin on the ball, the air resistance, the player's gotta do a lot of intuitive physical math, you know? And that's before you even talk about the biology of the actual player, trillions of cells working together, and crap like that you always love to talk about.
That's true, isn't it? And there's also the physics of Earth's rotation and the chance. It's almost a small miracle that any basketball shot is made.
Right, sounds like you have your inspiration. Off you go.
Indeed.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a miracle exactly.
Finished?
Let me see.
Well, normally I wouldn't share until the actual club meeting, but since you helped me with this one, I suppose it's fair.
Yuri hands over her poem.
Yeah, this is pretty good. But I feel like it needs a stinger.
You always think poems need stingers.
True, but this one really does need it. It's about all this miraculous universe stuff you love turned into something super mundane. Sports and points. Totally needs a stinger pointing that out.
You may be right. Here, let me see.
Natsuki gives the page to Yuri. She quickly adds one more line, then shows it to Natsuki.
Oh yeah, there you go. Perfect.
I can't remember if this poem was seen in last season, but I'll read it now again anyway.
Synchronize. The galaxy moves 581 kilometers every second through the universe. The sun moves 230 kilometers every second around the galaxy. The Earth moves 30 kilometers every second around the sun. Your goal is attached to its surface, and that is spinning at half a kilometer per second. And so are you, and so is the ball. And with infinitely practiced skill, with the care of an astronaut, guiding his craft to an orbital interception, but the speed of a warrior challenged by enemies, you throw the ball at 5 meters every second to begin this strange rendezvous. But the angle matters as well. Trigonometry, calculus, physics, impulses in gravity, curves in air resistance. Your body calculates it all for you, instantaneously without hesitation, until in its gentle arc, with a cumulative speed of 841.5005 kilometers per second, the ball impossibly passes through its goal, moving at 841.5 kilometers per second, a miracle of synchronicity in a disordered universe. I am told this is worth 2 points.
Yep, I remember that.
ass.
Oop, I clicked out.
Eh. Now that's a poem.
It is a very strong one, I think. Thank you for your help, Natsuki.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We should collaborate more often.
Yeah, well, don't get too used to it. I can't just distribute my genius out of at will 24/7.
Of course. Just, I like,
Jeez, Yuri, spit it out already. You okay?
yes, I'm fine. I just remembered I have to be at a place. Talk later.
Okay then.
Goodness, I was so embarrassed.
You were trying to say you liked me, right?
Well, I didn't really have the courage for that yet. I was just trying to say I enjoyed spending time with you, with just us two even.
Oh,
But I couldn't even get that out.
yeah. I still kinda got the message though.
Oh,
Yeah, I told Fuyuki about it, sort of. So, what else is shaking? Not too much. But hey, can I ask a question? Always then. So, what do you do if you think someone likes you, but you don't know how you feel about them, but they make you feel weird? Well. First tell me the details. Who's the lucky boy? Let's say there are no details. This is purely a hypothetical. Obviously. Well then, totally hypothetically. You just spend time with them and learn more about how they make you feel. And if you like it, you spend more time with them. And it's completely up to you where you go from there. Or what any of the feelings you mean to you. Just be careful. And make sure you're thinking about how the totally hypothetical person feels. And whether or not they'll wait forever for you to figure things out. Sometimes it's worth diving into something without knowing for sure, just to make sure you don't regret hesitating. Let's say
It's not gonna.
Let's say hypothetically that you're pretty sure they're super patient and waiting for you. Well, damn girl, go at your own pace then. You can figure it out.
I remember that conversation too.